Let me cast your mind back a bit. August 16th, 2016, the first trailer for Infinite Warfare Zombies was revealed on YouTube. Zombies in Spaceland. Its reception, fairly mixed. And then on November 4th, 2016, Zombies in Spaceland was released and began the Infinite Warfare Zombies year. And it's fair to say that even though it didn't follow the same formula as what we used to with Treyarch Zombies, Infinite Warfare Zombies was actually quite popular. And looking over the years, it has grown a cult following. Even to this day, some people believe Infinite Warfare Zombies is the best zombies we've ever had. And in the cliffhanger ending from The Beast from Beyond, we're all waiting to see what happens next. Well, we have some sad news. As yesterday on Twitter, Lee Ross officially confirmed that he is now part of the Treyarch team, bringing his love for zombies to the Blackout mode and much more. Lee Ross, the birth daddy of the Infinite Warfare Zombies mode, does not work at Infinity Ward anymore and now works at Treyarch. This has been rumoured for a long time now, but he's finally able to confirm it officially on Twitter, so we now know that it's true. So what does this mean for Infinite Warfare Zombies? Well, unfortunately, I think it means that Infinite Warfare Zombies is no more. It's been heavily rumoured that Infinity Ward's game this year is Modern Warfare 4, and if it is, then there's no way on earth that Infinite Warfare Zombies is going to fit within that genre. And adding on to that Lee Ross, the creator of Infinite Warfare Zombies, who wrote every single Zombies map, is no longer at that studio working on Zombies, I can guarantee that we won't see Infinite Warfare Zombies return. So just like with Extinction, just like with Exo Zombies, Infinite Warfare Zombies is going to follow the same treatment. And out of all the modes that have come before it that weren't Treyarch Zombies, I'm actually a little bit sad about this one, because I think Infinite Warfare Zombies done enough to reinvent the Zombies formula and to make their mode unique and different from the others. It took a little while to get used to that pop culture weird vibe that Infinite Warfare Zombies had, but it had a clear direction with every single DLC map being vastly different from the other, with a huge range of different, very creative wonder weapons and perks, some amazing map locations and design work, all layered down by a pretty mediocre storyline, I would say, but it was easy enough to follow and get into. And if you were to put Zombies mode side by side, Infinite Warfare Zombies is definitely the best non-Treyarch Zombies mode that we have received and probably will ever receive. Now, during its year, Infinite Warfare Zombies wasn't seen as ultimately popular or liked by most of the Zombies community. Everyone else wanted Treyarch Zombies, and Zombies Chronicles definitely didn't help Infinite Warfare. But it seems every year when a new Zombies mode comes out, everyone looks at the previous mode with retrospective goggles on and realizes that the mode wasn't actually that bad. So in hindsight, we probably expected Infinite Warfare Zombies 2, but with this news here, we can pretty much guarantee that Infinite Warfare Zombies will never return again. Now, this is actually pretty sad news because I really enjoyed it, and I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments section about your thoughts on this. Are you sad that Infinite Warfare Zombies 2 isn't going to happen, or are you happy that it's not? I think one thing I can definitely say all of you will agree on is during the Infinite Warfare Zombies year, Lee Ross was incredibly open on Twitter. He was very charismatic, he'd reply to fans, he would drop teasers for DLC, he'd keep everyone in the loop and have that open discussion communication there. So when there was an issue with the mode, you could directly get a response from the main guy who created it. That is definitely something Treyarch could have utilised during the first few months of BO4's launch, but decided not to and keep the community in the dark, but they definitely have improved on their communication, and maybe Lee Ross had some input into that. Perhaps it was just all of our fan feedback wanting it to happen. Either way, his Twitter account definitely helped keep the conversation going with Infinite Warfare Zombies. Now, sad as some of you might be to hear this news, this is probably a good thing for Lee. Looking at it from a career perspective, Lee Ross has worked at Infinity Ward for a number of years. Perhaps he wanted something fresh and something different. An aspired team like Treyarch is probably one which he's wanted to work on for a while. And a story which you may not know, which I heard from the man himself during a early DLC event, is that he nearly lost his life to a seizure in 2016. He was so dedicated to finishing the zombie season and having everything still finished on time, he was writing scripts in the hospital bed that he was in, and only a few days after being let out of hospital was straight back in the studio grinding out with his team to get the DLCs finished. Being under that much stress in that sort of condition is absolutely crazy that he managed to do it. And if he wanted something which wasn't more of a director role like that and just one where he can just crunch developer stuff, then this might be good for him. There's always multiple ways to look at any situation. But now we know that Lee Ross works specifically on zombies in Blackout. What does that mean? Just looking at the sort of things he's created in Infinite Warfare Zombies, it's fair to say that his creative juices could really flow in Blackout. I'd be willing to bet that most of the zombie related things that have happened in Blackout may have been because of decisions that Lee Ross has made and thought was cool. And when you look back through the Infinite Warfare Zombie season, there is dozens of very clever movie references from each decade of genre, such as Rave in the Redwoods with the 90s rave camp, Elvira in Attack of the Radioactive Thing, who was one of the biggest actresses in the time for the horror movie genre. So whatever he has been doing for Zombies in Blackout already looks to be good. We've had some crazy stuff added in. Blackout has seen quite a few zombie-specific additions, which could have all been down to Lee Ross's thoughts and decisions, such as the Buried remake that we've seen, as well as a remastered of Call of the Dead in there, Transit, Nuketown Island, and very recently the Mob of the Dead plane, because Alcatraz is going to be coming to the Blackout map. There's just tons of things, and we have seen recently that the zombies have been more involved in the Blackout mode by earning you more rewards and better equipment. The St. Patrick's Day event is a great example of that. But how awesome would it be down the line if Treyarch added in the IW Zombies characters into Blackout, or in some bizarre parallel world, Treyarch actually adds new playable characters into Zombies maps? That would be pretty crazy. I don't know if that would be possible, but since Activision own Infinity Ward and Treyarch, they can share assets between studios like it's nothing, but since it's a Treyarch Black Ops game, I doubt we'd ever see that happen, at least not in the immediate future. But it looks like every time we get a significant update to Blackout which involves zombies, you have the obligatory Blackout gets more zombies content than zombies comments. And it might be all down to Lee Ross. Now I just want to sit you down for a second and go over some of the really cool things that Lee Ross added into the zombies mode that we have never seen before and may see in Black Ops 4 Zombies as a result. The first being the super Easter egg. That was absolutely huge of Infinity Ward to add that into Zombies, because Black Ops 3 had a very lackluster super Easter egg reward, but it was something that we sort of built up in our heads to be something big, but in actual fact Treyarch never intended on it. But Infinity Ward went all out with Director's Cut and the super Easter egg boss fight, which was absolutely incredible. Director's Cut alone makes Infinite Warfare Zombies so much more replayable because it gives you an alternative way to play it, but making it a lot easier and rewarding the players that have gone through and put in all the hard work. It was also the first Zombies mode to have an entirely movie-based concept where every map was incredibly different and all based around the genre of a film as well as the decade. Besides that, Zombies has always been super serious, and this was the first to kind of make it bombastic and very different but enjoyable nonetheless. I think the most interesting thing to take from Lee's tweet is the fact that he says, "I'm bringing my love for zombies to Blackout and much more." We don't know what the much more is, but it's something that's going to happen well into the future, as he tweeted below, very excited for the future. Perhaps maybe at this time he's not allowed to disclose what else he's working on for Black Ops 4, but if it's more than just Blackout, then what the heck is it? I'm really hoping that he's also sprinkling some magic into the actual Zombies mode. Perhaps maybe the fact that we're seeing new gauntlets added in very frequently, and perhaps this will open the doors to Zombies having a lot more things added in the future. We can only speculate because we don't know what the much more thing is, because all we know is he's working on Blackout, but if he's working on much more, there isn't really much more besides Zombies or multiplayer. Zombies is rumoured to get a Season 2 of DLC content, and perhaps that could be something which he's working on in the background as well as with Blackout. Who really knows? If you have any ideas, let me know down below in the comments section. But I'm sure this video came as a bit of a sad surprise to those that were looking forward to the Willard Wyler saga continuing at some point. It's now the Willard Wyler saga and the Extinction saga that we won't see again. And we got so close to seeing Extinction return return in a big way with Beasts from Beyond. We had cryptids, it was really cool, but it sort of just shut down the Extinction storyline then and there rather than continuing it, which in my opinion, I think would be really cool if we got to see Extinction too, but a man can dream, hey? But if you enjoyed this video, a thumbs up would be very much appreciated. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to subscribe for more videos on zombies with that notification bell turned on, and I'll catch you next time.